So our Baltimore Ravens, they sent all of us home happy with a win. That game was so much fun. Met so much of Team Keep It Clean too. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I always appreciate y'all just supporting the channel, and I just always appreciate just how friendly y'all are too. So thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for being kind. Thank you so much for being nice. Thank you so much for just being genuine. I really do love y'all and appreciate you like crazy. This game was so much fun. We had a great time. The tailgating didn't work out, but everything else did. It was just a lot of fun, man. It really was. Obviously, you could tell that I was doing a lot of screaming, doing a lot of yelling, doing a lot of celebrating. My voice is gone, it's done. Y'all know how it goes for these games, though. This is the norm. But I'm glad that I was able to lose my voice because that means the Baltimore Ravens gave me plenty to celebrate about. They gave us plenty to celebrate about. And then I'm here to share my post-game thoughts on exactly that. The Baltimore Ravens defeated, and it was kind of a beatdown. Because, they controlled the game throughout, and they really handled business against the Miami Dolphins, and they beat them, 28-6. And let's start with the offense. Let's just jump straight into it because this was Lamar's homecoming game. He was back at the crib. Zay Flowers was back at the crib. Derrick Henry, Florida Raven. LaJohntay West, another Florida Raven. But this was a big game because the Baltimore Ravens, they were sitting at 2-5 and heading into this 10-day break. It was so important for them to get a win because Dolphins, they had momentum. They just came off their second win of the season. The Ravens just came off their second win of the season. And it was like, okay, what's going to give? Who is going to end up getting the win in this one? I had expected the Baltimore Ravens to win. Obviously, you always want the Baltimore Ravens to win. But I was like a little nervous about this one. I wasn't running my mouth like I was last week to Chicago Bears fans. I was just staying silent because I'm like, man, I know the Ravens are the better team. They got the much better quarterback. Oh, my goodness. Just watching Lamar Jackson. And when you watch Tua, whether you watch him on TV, whether you watch him in person, whatever, it don't matter. He just makes you even more grateful that Lamar Jackson is your quarterback. He really does, man. Tua is just, it's got to be so frustrating to be a Miami Dolphins fan. It really does, man. I feel for them. I really do. They're locked in with Tua, unless the Dolphins decide to do something a little crazy, so we'll see. But anyway, offense, Lamar Jackson was back. And you know what's crazy? This man went, 18 for 23, threw 4 touchdowns. So he had 5 interceptions. When I was watching him, I felt like he wasn't even at his best, in my opinion. He looked good. He looked really, really good. But I felt like he wasn't even all the way back yet. I feel like he was still a little bit rusty, in my opinion. Let me know if y'all agree too. It was, he just, and that's crazy to say. It's really crazy to say when you think about it, when you say it out loud. And you're like, hold up, this dude just threw 4 touchdowns. You don't think he looked as good as he could? And I don't. So I think sometimes he was just a little bit rusty and whatnot. But that's just how great Lamar Jackson is, and that's just how spoiled we are. See, Kyle Hamilton, that's the spoil that we talk about, but that's how spoiled we are as Ravens fans. Because this was just like another day in the office for Lamar Jackson. Oh, another 4 touchdown game. There goes another one. And we appreciate every single one. We love every single one. We certainly do. But it's just a beautiful thing, man. Lamar Jackson is such an amazing quarterback. He's just such an amazing player, the best player in the world, best quarterback in the world. And he came through, and I can't say picked up where he left off at, because he left off in that Chiefs game, and that game was not going good. But he picked up, and he was right back in it. So it was really nice to see Lamar Jackson back, man. That made us all so happy having Lamar Jackson back in the lineup. And now we got a 10-day break. Oh, man, let's keep on going with the offense, though. But Derrick Henry had 19 rushes for 119 yards. The longest run he had was 35 yards, but he averaged 6.3 yards a carry. Didn't get any touchdowns. Now, I will say, because we do talk about the good, but talk about the bad as well, the Baltimore Ravens should not be struggling so much in short yardage when they got Derrick Henry. That's an issue. That's a problem. That's not good. There was a time, and I'm glad they went for it and they got it to where they're on a goal line. They couldn't punch it in. You have Derrick Henry You have Pat Ricard. Why is that still an issue? Is it the offensive line? Could be. Who knows? Who knows? But that's a problem, and it's still a problem. Even in beating somebody 28-6, the short yardage is still an issue. Now they did bring in Mark Andrews. They did the tush push a couple times, or the pole push a couple times, and it worked. So that was good. But these short yardage issues, they gotta go. They really do. But yeah, so that was one thing. But yeah, besides that, Derrick Henry, he did his thing, and again, 19 carries, 119 yards, 19 carries. Again, for another week, they did not forget about Derrick Henry, and I love that. Now, something that I noticed too, I didn't even notice it at the game, but that's why I love looking at the box score. Justice Hill had 1 carry for 2 yards. Keaton Mitchell had 4 carries for 11 yards. So they ran the ball more with Keaton Mitchell than Justice Hill. Is this a possible phasing out for Justice Hill? Is this a possible Keaton Mitchell taking over as that number 2 running back? I can't say that yet because there were some third downs when I did see Justice Hill out there. So I can't say that yet. Now, one thing I will say is that Ravens, y'all better not trade Keaton Mitchell. I'll tell you that much, man. You better not trade Keaton Mitchell. Don't play with us. Don't do it. But anyway, in the passing game, Zay Flowers, 5 catches for 64 yards. I thought that he got the touchdown, but it was Rashad Bateman that got the touchdown. I really thought it was Zay Flowers, man. Then Rashad Bateman with 2 catches for 13 yards and then 1 touchdown. Now, in this game, I ain't about to read everybody's stats, just bar for bar, word for word. But the tight ends, they got to get involved. This was probably the most involved that they have been all season. Mark Andrews probably had his best game of the season. You know, he's probably extremely happy Lamar. I mean, everybody's happy Lamar is back. But certainly Mark Andrews, 2 touchdowns. I said, okay, Mark, there you go. Then Charlie Kohler, he had another touchdown. Charlie Kohler, hey, that boy been doing his little thing, man. He been doing his little thing 2 weeks in a row, 2 touchdowns. Boy, Charlie Kohler, hey, don't sleep on that boy, man. Don't sleep on him, man. So I love it, though. Isaiah Likely got to get in the mix, and he got to get, it was one of them broken plays. The play was broke down. Lamar Jackson, scramble, boom, hit Isaiah Likely, and he got some nice yak. So that was nice, man. It was just nice to see them all get in the mix, man. In the offense, again, 28 points. 28 points. And there were some drives where they punted. There were some drives where they stalled out. But bottom line, they scored points. They took care of the ball. They controlled the clock, and they really controlled the game. So overall, great job offense. All right, I just had to change clothes real quick and throw on my Heart of the City Ravens Vengeance hoodie because, as we could tell, especially after tonight, Baltimore Ravens, we back, baby, and we are definitely coming with a vengeance. If you want to get your Heart of the City Vengeance hoodie, the link will be in the description. This hoodie is just $20. That's it. It's $20. And you can use code Ingraven25, and that will get you an additional 25% off. And all their other hoodies are just $40. So when you use that code Ingraven25, you're already getting the hoodies at a great, amazing price. Baltimore Ravens are coming with a great, amazing vengeance. You combine that together with a great, amazing discount code, you're doing nothing but winning. Speaking of winning, oh my goodness, the defense in this game. They did so much of it, and I loved it so much. My expectations for this, my hope, not even expectation, my hope for this game, even after Tua went quick, he had 4 touchdown passes last week against the Falcons. And the Falcons have been doing a little thing over there. But what I was hoping for, and I told y'all this, that they held the Rams to 17. They held the Bears to 16. I'm like, hey, if you can hold the Dolphins to 15, that'd be great. Zach Orr said, Ingraven, shut your mouth. Don't say nothing. I got this. Watch this. 6 points. 6 points. 6 points. They missed a field goal, too. That was great. This defense, they were playing a lot better. They did miss some tackles now. They did. But overall, they're playing a lot better. And look at him forcing multiple fumbles. Multiple fumbles. Didn't get any picks. Roquan Smith almost had that one, but he dropped it. It's okay. You're on defense for a reason, my friend. But they just look so much better, man. They look so much fluid. They look just so much smoother. Defense was just, they were rolling. And a big shift in the defense was the trade of Alohi Gilman, well, for Alohi Gilman, and just putting Kyle Hamilton in the box. That has made all the difference in the world for this Baltimore Ravens defense. And that allows Kyle Hamilton to fly around. That gives Roquan Smith somebody who he can really trust, obviously. And that it allows him to be a little bit better, too. We still haven't seen that Browns Roquan Smith again yet. But hopefully next time they play after this 10-day break. But the defense just, they held to in check. They did give up some catches. They did give up some few plays to Jalen Waddle and whatnot. A few nice runs to Devin Achane. But overall, they did a fantastic job. They really did. Miami's offense is fast. Again, Jalen Waddle, number 6, it's Washington. I forget his first name. And obviously Achane again. But yeah, they got some speed, man. But the Ravens, they kept it in check. And even when they started to bend a little bit, they obviously did not break at all, did not give up a single touchdown. But they got it together, man. They made the correct adjustments, in-game adjustments, in-drive adjustments, and just they were closers tonight. And that was something that was just so beautiful to see from this defense, just collectively closing, finishing the job, taking the offense, kicking the offense off the field. Special teams. We talked about how the defense and special teams, they go hand in hand because the defense held Miami's offense. They would stop them on third down, and Miami ended up missing that field goal. So that was great. I was jumping up and down, screaming, just yelling, because it was just so nice that they missed that field goal. LaJohntay Wester, he had a decent return. Keaton Mitchell, Rasheen Ali, they didn't get too many chances at returns because Miami wasn't scoring. They weren't scoring. So when your kick returners don't get too many opportunities, that's a good thing because that means the opposing offense, they ain't doing too much of nothing. So that was nice, man. But special teams, they did what they had to do. And Tyler Loop, his kicks, they weren't going because all he was doing was kicking point after touchdown. So we like that. But none of them seemed to be, at least from what I saw, none of them seemed to be going way to the right. But again, maybe from where I was sitting, maybe I didn't see it clearly. So y'all could let me know. I love when we can come on here and say coaching did a great job. I love when we can come on here and not say, oh, why did they do that? What was that decision? What made them think that was a good idea? I love when we don't have to have any of those conversations. 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Last week, we could have had that conversation on something. I forgot what it was, though. But it obviously was minimal because Ravens took care of business in so many other ways last week. But this week, I can't recall a time where I was like, man, why would they do that? That didn't make any sense. No. And Harbaugh again did 2 weeks in a row. Harbaugh with an excellent challenge. Where he challenged the Devin Achane catch, and it ended up being an incompletion. Great job, Harbaugh. Oh, man. That's crazy to say sometimes. It's great. Because again, but you got to give credit where credit is due. If Harbaugh and company, they doing some foul, funny business, we're going to call it out. But if they're doing a great job, we're going to commend them. So it's very important. Todd Monken, great job. They had the short passing game. There weren't too many like crazy shots downfield, nothing like too deep. But they took what the defense was giving them, and they took what they wanted to. Well, they didn't take everything that they wanted, but they didn't go too crazy with the downfield passes. But yeah, they opened stuff up. They made life easier for Lamar Jackson. For the most part, the touchdown passes to Mark Andrews, he was open. Then another one, Charlie Kohler was open. Then Rashad Bateman, he was kind of open in the middle of the end zone. And I think Matt Mandrews for another one, he got a bunch of yak. So Yeah, man, it was great. And again, they did not forget about Derrick Henry with Zach Orr. They it was good. It was good. We saw the deep 6 points. 6 points. They even got to two a couple times. So that was nice, man. So good job great job all around for the Baltimore Ravens. And again, this sets them up so nice to go into this 10-day break and make a couple of moves too.